If your team isn't hitting their goals, it's not because they need more training. It's because they're missing coaching. Here's the truth. Training and coaching are both essential, but they serve very different purposes. Training builds the foundation. Coaching refines it. Most insurance agents focus heavily on training. They know the products, they follow the scripts, and they know how to handle objections. Now, that's important, but without the right coaching, that training falls flat when it matters most, during actual conversations with prospects and customers. And today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to combine training and coaching so that your team starts closing more policies faster. Listen, I've seen this over and over again with agents and their teams. They go through hours of training. They know the products inside and out. They know what to say, but when it comes time to say it, they can't. So the question becomes why? Because training alone isn't enough. Training gives your team the knowledge, but coaching is what gives them the ability to execute when it matters most. And in this video, I'm gonna break down how to implement both the right way so your team can finally hit their goals and help you grow your agency. Because training teaches you how to play the game, but coaching helps you win it. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you here today. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to structure your training so that your team learns the right skills fast. How to use coaching to help your team refine those skills and improve their performance. You'll be able to build a system that creates long-term growth and consistent wins. This is the same framework that top performing agencies use to dominate their competition and their market. And you can start using it today. Step number one, you need to understand the difference between training and coaching. I get it, they sound similar, but they serve two different purposes. Training focuses on teaching skills and knowledge. It follows a structured format with a set agenda and materials. The goal of training is to build competence so that your team knows what to do. It's instructor-led. Someone is delivering the information, and it's short-term focused. It's geared towards quick understanding. So here's an example. Training would involve teaching a team member how to handle objections. The trainer would explain the common objections. They would share scripts and then have the team member practice responses. The goal is to help them understand how to respond correctly. But coaching, it focuses on developing potential and improving performance. It's adaptable to individual needs and focused on individual and personal growth. The goal of coaching is mastery. It's getting the team member to know how to adapt and to succeed in different scenarios. Coaching is participant driven. The agent and team member identify areas for improvement together, and it's long-term focus. The goal is to focus on consistent improvement. So here's an example. Coaching would involve reviewing conversations with a team member and then giving them direct feedback. When the prospect said that they needed to think about it, why did you agree instead of asking if there was something specific they wanted to think about? The goal here is to refine and adjust their response based on that real world example. So here's some key differences. Training, it gives you the playbook. Coaching helps you adjust the playbook when the game changes. Training builds competence, but coaching creates mastery. Step two, build a system that combines training and coaching. The most successful agencies, they use a training plus coaching system to create consistent growth. Phase one, start with structured training. You need to give your team the right foundation first. So here's how you should structure your training program. First, set clear objectives. Focus on specific skills like building rapport, fact-finding, handling objections, or closing the sale. Use real-world scenarios. Don't just teach theory. Use actual situations that they'll face on the job. Role play frequently. Practicing in a controlled environment increases confidence and retention. Provide clear materials. Scripts, word tracks, systems and processes should be developed and easy for them to find and access. An example would be if you're training on handling objection. You might structure it like this. Introduce the objection types and explain why they happen. Then give them a script for responding to each objection, and then have them role play with nothing. Provide feedback and adjustments as they go, because training builds the foundation. Now it's time to sharpen it. And that's where phase two comes in. Now it's time to refine and personalize through coaching. So here's how to structure your coaching program. Number one, schedule one-on-one sessions. Meet regularly to review activity, to review results, and to discuss the conversations they're having. You need to ask open-ended questions. Instead of telling them what they did wrong, ask them, what worked well on that call? What would you change next time? How did the prospect respond to that question? Then focus on adaptation. Help them adjust their approach based on different scenarios. You also need to make sure you celebrate the small wins. Reinforce what's working because it will build confidence. So here's an example. If a team member is struggling to close deals after presenting the product, here's what you might say. When the prospect said that they needed to check with their spouse, what did you say next? If they say, I just said, okay, when's a good time to follow up? This is when you can coach them to respond with, hey, listen, totally understand that, but I'm curious, what's the biggest concern you think your spouse might have? See, that's coaching. You're guiding them to refine and adjust based on on real-world feedback. Coaching helps team members make adjustments in the moment, and that's where real improvement actually happens. Step number 3 is you need to create a feedback loop between training and coaching. The best agencies, they have a constant feedback loop between their training and their coaching program. So here's how you can build this into your agency. First, identify skill gaps. Use coaching sessions to spot where your team members might be struggling. Second, address those gaps in training. If multiple team members are struggling with the same objection, add a training session to cover it. Number 3, reinforce through coaching. After the training, you need to observe how they apply these skills and then coach them to adjust and improve. And number 4, you need to track performance. Measure improvements based on contact, quote, and close rates. So here's an example. If team members are consistently struggling with handling price objection, you want to create a training session specifically on price objection handling. Then, after the training, listen to how they're using the new objection handling techniques in real calls. Coach them to adjust their tone, their delivery, and their timing based on what's working and what's not. Training builds the foundation, but coaching is what sharpens it. Step number 4, reinforce and scale. Once your team is improving, you need to keep that positive momentum going. So here's how you can reinforce. Weekly check-ins. This is where you review wins, challenges, and opportunities for further improvement. Celebrate progress. You need to recognize and reward improvement, not just results. Keep the system dynamic. You need to adjust training and coaching based on market changes and team feedback. When you combine structured training with adaptive coaching, you're creating a system that scales. Training alone, it isn't enough. And coaching without training, it's not going to work either. But when you combine them into a structured, dynamic system, you build a team that knows how to adapt, how to adjust, and how to close in any situation. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one adjustment you know you need to make to your training and coaching program to take your results to the next level? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you got value from this video, hit that like button so more people can find it. And don't forget to subscribe for more strategies to help you grow your agency and to close more deals. Because when you train and coach the right way, winning becomes automatic.